Namaste, this is Bhagwan Kulkarni. I welcome you all to my channel Absolute Truth. Today's topic is regarding the sanctions by the US government, not sanctions, the tariff sanctions by the US government on Indian products. It has already been sanctioned for 25%, and an additional 25% would be sanctioned by another 21 days. It is just because the Trump administration is trying to bully Indian government for not buying oil from uh, Russia, because buying oil from Russia is very profitable for the Indian government, and Indian government has been doing that and has already made huge profits out of it. And why Trump administration doesn't want best known to the Trump administration, because Trump US itself is buying products like uranium and other things from the Russian governments, from the Russians. And why they are buying? What are they going to do with the uranium? Uranium is basically used in nuclear powers and all those things, all that things. It is a destructive material. While oil is not a destructive material, it is a very essential material of today's whole world. Petrol, diesel, and all these things come out of that. The Europeans are buying gas from Russians, and they want to stop the Russian-Ukraine war. So, if they want to stop Russian-Ukraine war, they should stop buying uranium and other gases. The the Western governments should stop buying all these things from these people, and automatically it will affect Russia. But they don't want to do, because they are selfish. They want the Indians, the Chinese to suffer, but they don't want the Americans to suffer. As it is, America is a debt-ridden debt-ridden country in the world. Highest debts are with Americans. And what is the Trump government going to earn out of this? If they put on tariffs on the Indian products or other products, because it's not only India where they have put on tariffs. They have put on tariffs on the Chinese, Canadians, Brazilians, your European nations also. So, putting up tariffs on all these nations, what is Trump administration going to gain for the Americans? What are the Americans going to gain out of it? Because Americans will have to pay 50% more on Indian products, 50% more on European products, 50% more on your Brazilian products. What is the manufacturing base of America? The Americans have already shifted their manufacturing base to China and other countries and are importing products from there. What will happen? Because America first, you want production base to be built up in the US, but is the production base really going to help you? The amount of money you will have to spend for that, the amount of the cost of production for that, because labor is not that cheap in US. Everything is quite costly in US. So building up those huge companies, and then again manufacturing there, again paying huge amounts of salaries to the Americans over there, the service industry, how it is going to affect tomorrow? If there is a, yes, India will be definitely affected uh, by the tariffs, but Indians have always found out ways out of those things. Americans didn't give us supercomputers. We made supercomputers on our own. We are nuclear power. We are a market economy of 150 crore people, almost 150 crore. Yes, our buying power may not be as high as the Americans, who have 85,000 US dollars as their buying power, and $12,500 of Chinese buying power. But India has a very sound buyer over here. Tomorrow, if Indians stop buying American products or stop selling manufacturing for Americans, how it will affect the Americans? Because the whole world today is against America on this tariff issue. What is the Trump administration really doing for the Americans? The Americans have to pay through their nose for all these products. The price at which Chinese or Indian manufacturers do manufacture products and sell it to the Americans over there, is are Americans really going to gain out of it when they manufacture on their own over there in the US? Absolutely not. Americans are going to suffer. And the Americans have always been on the wrong side. They have been supporting all wrong people. Especially as concerned with India, yes, definitely. As India is concerned, America has always been supporting the Pakistanis, the Afghans. Wherever there is war in the world, the Americans are there. Americans don't want peace in the world because they want their products to be sold. They want their arms to be sold. And why President Trump is after all these things after India? Because the Sindhur war or the Sindhur integration against the Pakistanis, action against the Pakistanis, where India where India saw to it that their products are utilized in the warfare. And India has very well developed their own warfares. They are buying very less. They are buying very less exports for defense. That is what is pinching Americans. See, not doing business with America will pinch us to only 5%. 5% of the economy will be hampered. It is unfortunate that we have bluffers like Rahul Gandhi in the whole phenomena, the Congress, which is anti-Indian, anti-nationalist. How an economy of 150 crore could become a dead economy? If it was dead, then you would not have got such big deals over here in India. India is turning out one of the most powerful countries in the world, not by strength, but by mind, but by integrity, but by culture, but by their passion and by their politics. So I appeal to everybody, all Americans, that stop Trump from doing all these things. And Mr. Trump should not also forget that Indians are among the top voters of him in the American politics. He should remember this. If he can win because of Indians, he can go because of Indians. Thank you very much. Today only this much.